Hey guys, it's the American Pool Guy, and oh my gosh, did Trump put out one heck of a humdinger speech out, or what? This is coming from somebody who begrudgingly voted for Trump just to keep Hillary Clinton out of the White House, and I was pretty darn impressed.
Pool Guy, Trump is nothing but a hateful bigot. A hateful bigot, I tell you.
Well, Trump did give Democrats a chance when he touched on a lot of bipartisan and nonpartisan issues. When he wanted to touch on immigration reform, he actually brought in illegal immigration crime victims. And my gosh, who could forget that amazing standing ovation that Trump got for bringing Ryan Owens, the fallen Navy SEAL's wife, into the speech by reminding us how we need to honor our military and other uniformed officials. That was one heck of a move. It was also very refreshing because we didn't get a lot of that from the last guy that was in the White House. And then there was that piece of crap Grillo, that piece of garbage ex-Clinton campaign official who went on tweet and attacked that Gold Star wife, saying, "You're wasting your time clapping for Trump. You're garbage." Oh my gosh. You know what? That reminds me of the type of jokes that Family Guy writes, where they play at disrespecting the military and military funerals and fallen soldiers, but without the joke. Like he was being serious. And then, of course, he got fired from his job, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry for the poorly worded tweet. Poorly worded tweet." Poorly worded? How else do you word something like that? Do you really think that if you had just used the right vocabulary that you could have put the same message through in a nicer way? Shut up. God. He also touched on condemning hate speech of any kind and talking about how we need to stay unified against all hate in all of its forms. And that's something that the Democrats love to tout as their main campaign slogan. And then all we see from that side of the aisle is way to represent your values, guys. Way to really stick by those ideals that you guys tout around all the time. You know, I've said it before, Trump is not as conservative and he's not as Republican as liberals are making him out to be. I'm as constitutionally conservative as they come, and I disagree with Trump on a lot of things. But it's because Trump is saying all these things that the Democratic side is, I'm not gonna cheer. I don't care if I agree with what he's saying. I'm not gonna cheer. Wow, so you hate Trump so much that you're willing to give up bolstering your own ideals even when he talks about them, about unity against anti-hate speech, true anti-hate speech and anti-hate crimes. Yeah, you guys are really sold out for the cause. And of course, on the Democratic side, whether it's a news pundit or a political commentator or whatever, they're saying, "I'm not impressed. I don't care what he says. He's Trump. I'm just gonna hate him no matter what." Really? Seriously? That's how deep your hate for this guy goes? Wow. So open-minded. Now, at least when Hillary Clinton was running against Trump, I was open-minded enough to tell myself, you know what? I don't like Hillary as a person at all, but if she lines up with me politically on more things than Trump, then I'll vote for her. Now, we know I voted Trump in the end because he ended up lining up with me on a couple more things than Hillary. But at least I didn't just shut myself off to the idea and say, "Oh, well, I hate Hillary, and I don't care if she says things that I do agree with. I'm not going to vote for her. I hate her, no matter what she says. And she's a woman. How dare they try to get ovaries into the Oval Office? Do you see how close-minded that sounds? Because that's you guys right now. Sorry, not sorry. I'm also going to add this. Van Jones, a very left-leaning pundit, admitted that Trump's speech was very presidential. Now, he did admit that Trump had some big faults in the speech, but he also said that there were some really great moments and that Trump really acted presidential. And especially the Gold Star wife moment, oh my gosh, he said that was one of the most extraordinary moments in American political history. And the left ate him up. They ate Van Jones. They ate up one of their own. Talk about no loyalty among them. Oh my gosh. Somebody actually gives Trump an applause for something he did right, and they just throw him off to the side. You should have seen the Twitter hate that Van Jones got. Poor guy. But then again, that's just another example of the liberals. They believe in free speech only if you agree with them. And then there's Chris Wallace, a registered Democrat, and actually, I would have to say the most unbiased moderator during the campaign debates last year. He actually said that, it was one of the best speeches that he's ever heard. One of the best presidential speeches that he has ever heard. That's a pretty big compliment from somebody who comes from the left, who's trying to see things objectively. But of course, we'll just hear about how it doesn't matter what Trump says, he's just a hateful person, and I'll just be here hoping that one day I see the true open-hearted and open-mindedness that everybody keeps telling me about my Democratic fellow Americans. Anyways, guys, this is the American Pool Guy, and I will talk to you guys later. And by the way, I am coming to you from my new place, so next time, better lighting.
Pool Guy, Trump is nothing but a hateful bigot. A hateful bigot, I tell you.